Like a good Irish lass, I've got my green on today, and I'm going to share with you a project that comes straight from my book, Horseshoe Crafts, 30 projects you can weld at home. It's one of the easiest projects in this book, so come on, let's get started. All right, here's a rundown on what you're going to need for this project. Safety's first and foremost. So get yourself a face shield, safety glasses, ear pluggers. In order to clamp your material down, you're going to need a vise or some kind of vice grip clamp. You're going to need a cutoff wheel to cut your horseshoes. You can use sanding disc, hard stone, or flap disc in order to smooth edges. You're going to need horseshoes. You're going to need 5 horseshoes for this project. If you don't have a farrier local to you, you can pick yours up at Tractor Supply like I do. And it's about $6 for a 2-pack. And you'll have one left over when you get done. Welding helmet, gloves, I got a pair of welpers and a chisel and a hammer, wire brush to clean up any weld discoloration, and of course, you're gonna need a welder. I'm using MIG for this project. You can MIG, TIG, or stick this. I feel like MIG is the easiest way, and it's a great project to do with a kid because it is very straightforward and easy for them to be successful. Just keep them safe while they're in the shop with you. For your first step, go ahead and clamp your horseshoe into your vise and make sure you got it locked down really good so it ain't gonna go and slide on you or move while you're cutting it. You're gonna take and you're gonna eyeball the center of it and you're gonna cut it right in half right here with your cutoff wheel. Next, take your sandpaper, your hard stone, whatever you're using for sanding or deburring. Take that and you're just gonna wanna very lightly get both sides and make sure that there's no sharp edges on that. Just dust that off. Next, you're gonna lay your horseshoes out facing up and the way that you want your project to look. You can move these around and have them like layered like this where they're on top of each other, or move them back so that they're just all are flat. There's actually lots of different ways to set this up. But once you get it looking the way you want, then we're gonna take the pieces and flip them over. And we're gonna weld them from the back so that you cannot see the welds. It's a much cleaner finished project when you're done. While you're at it, you could also make a 3-leaf clover just by taking one of the horseshoes out, which will give you more pieces later on for other projects. All right, I've got mine laid out how I want it, and the next step is to put a weld in. What we're gonna do is just a very small weld here, wrap in the corner. You only need about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch long, not a lot. Then same thing with the little tail piece here, and here, just a little bit of weld on each one. Little dab will do ya. Bob's your Irish uncle. It's really just that easy. One cut and a couple of small welds, and you got yourself a 4-leaf clover. If you've got any weld spatter on it, make sure you use your hammer and chisel, get that chipped off, and take your wire brush and clean any weld discoloration. You can leave this project the way it is, raw metal, and let it rust over time. It's really beautiful. You can finish it with a clear coat for metal, or you can paint it green. This works hanging on a wall. You can weld a stick to it, not a stick. You can weld a piece of metal to it, stick it in your yard. Lots of different options around this. You can make several of these, make yourself a bouquet. You can make it huge. or smaller using different size horseshoes. Literally just sky's the limit when it comes to horseshoe art. There's so much you could do and so many different variations for one project that you could create. I would love to see what you guys are making in horseshoes. Send me pictures of what you guys have made. And if you would like to win this horseshoe art, sign up for my newsletter. If you're already signed up on my website, you're already entered to win. If you are not signed up, get yourself signed up. And on Monday, March 17th, on St. Patrick's Day, we're gonna see how lucky that y'all are. I know I'm probably one of the luckiest women on earth, so let's see if y'all are lucky too. Also, check this out. I've got a shamrock belt buckle that I've made. If you are interested in more advanced welding projects, let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear from you if you want to make something like a belt buckle and have me show you how. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I wish you all the luck in your welding art.